Hello guys, this is Kong. I'm back again today. I'm doing a movie review about Billy Lynn Long Halftime Walk. The pro about this movie would be Vin Diesel. Even though he had a small time in the movie, I want to say it was short, sweet, but it was important. And that's what I like about when you make a movie, you want things to be sometimes short and sweet and impactful, not long and it loses impactfulness. And I like the Bravo company camaraderie. These guys who really you seem that you can tell that they seem to know each other really well, know each other's personality, know each other's in and out. And I like Sergeant Dime. He's a really strict but yet very flexible sergeant at the same time. And I like the ending, especially the ending where Billy Lane left the game. I think the game was over or something, and he left to the Hummer truck, and then supposedly he see this Hummer with the 50 caliber on the top, and then he see Vin Diesel, and then he talking to Vin Diesel, and then he tell Vin Diesel, I think I love you, and then you jump back into reality, and then all his buddy in the Bravo company say, hey, I love you, even his sergeant saying I love him, I love you. And I thought that just really captured the brotherhood. I thought that ending was really great, really beautifully captured. So the con is that it felt too long, and I don't like Kirsten Stewart. She's just not a good actress. She feel just nothing there for me. I don't know. I don't like her acting. It's what I'm trying to say here. And another thing is that if I feel disconnected, maybe that's the director's intention of making us feel disconnected. I don't know, but I feel disconnected. I don't feel like I am in the movie. I don't feel like I'm following Billy's journey. I feel like I'm outside of the fence, not inside the fence, inside in the battlefield, inside in the boot camp, inside the mind of these soldiers, and I don't feel that I'm outside of it. I feel like I'm outcast. I don't feel belong in the Bravo company. It just don't feel authentic. Even though the real life soldier, their action was authentic, but the movie, it just didn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel like it was a war movie, storytelling war movie. It just didn't. It felt like a documentary. It didn't feel like it was worthy of Billy Lane, his bravery. And that's what I'm trying to get to, is his bravery should be immortalized, or should be remembered. And it is remembered in the movie, but it's just not memorable. And in war, it's not memorable. But let us remember that moment when he saved his, I guess his, not sergeant, but his commander who's above his sergeant. I just feel like it's just doesn't feel like it wasn't a war storytelling movie. It would just feel like a documentary. I'm okay with documentary. It just didn't feel like a documentary either. It just felt plain, it felt flat, it felt dry. It just didn't feel anything for me. When I think about Hacksaw Ridge, you feel like you were in the time. You feel like you were part of his journey. You were part of the guys. You were part of the band. Here you feel outside of the band, outside of Bravo company. So the moral of the story would be, I like the phrase where Vin Diesel say the bullet has already been fired, basically meaning that we are already basically mean that our time to die has already been chosen, already been picked out. The date, a time that we are gonna go. We just don't know when. It's already been recorded in time. Let's just say that. So I thought he said it so beautifully that, it's true, we don't know our time when we need to go, but it has already been planned out by, I guess, a higher being or in some way, shape or form. And I love the brotherhood of the Bravo company. They make joke fun of each other, support each other, and they look out for each other. And that's they take care of each other. That's the moral I got from this movie. Was you take care of each other, you be there for each other, you support each other. So that's what I took away from this, despite of being a flat movie for me. Suggesting how would I tell the director or the screenwriter? I would maybe, I respect the soldiers for their action, their bravery, and their duty and their dedication to the country. I respect it. I really do. But I believe that the story should be told in a more dramatic, a more memorable, a more symbolic, a more impactful way to immortalize Billy Lynn, his dedication, his duty, his companionship, his brotherhood, his love for his brothers in Bravo Company. Maybe it should be based on a true event, but make up a story about his action. Something that will make it more a war movie, but yeah, it can still be about that one event, and that would have been more interesting to watch, because it's just the movie felt flat. So I want something to be more dramatic, because you go to a movie to watch something that is awe-inspiring, it's enjoyable, it's entertaining, it's sad, and it is really, this movie is about love between the brothers, and that's what it really is about. But you don't see in the movie a lot. You do see it through the camaraderie and making fun of each other, but it's just not impactfulness. It just didn't feel like a war movie. It didn't feel like these soldiers suffered from this kind of battle in Iraq. So that's why I wish it could have been better, because these soldiers deserve more than $5,500. They deserve more. And they really do, and I want to give them my money for for going out there and doing their duties. So that's why I believe that this movie could have been better, could have been written better, based on a true story, but different paths to show their action and their duties in the battlefield. So in that note, I would like to give this movie a 6. A 6 out of 10. I would watch it. I wouldn't recommend watching on a movie. I would say maybe a rent-a-box, or maybe on online. You have free time to watch, because it is long. It is dragged out. It's not impactful. It just doesn't feel like a war movie. It doesn't. It have that very clinical, very disconnect feeling to it. It doesn't feel like you belong in the field with the Bravo company. So as a moviegoer, I want to be part of the journey. I want to be part of the action, or the sadness, the loss, the part of it, because I go to movie to be disconnected from reality, not to be in reality when I go watch movies. I want to be in the stories, to follow them. So, like I said, I give this movie a 6 out of 10. I respect Ang Lee, I really do. I think he does a really good job, but not in this movie. So, thank you so much for your time and effort for watching my videos. I really do. I appreciate it so much. Please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, as it will help me a lot. Please browse my other videos. There's other movies that I've seen in this recent months. So thank you so much again for your time and effort. Take care, guys.